Hello everybody. In today's lesson, I shall discuss the different characters in Pride and Prejudice, and at the same time, I shall discuss the relations between different characters. I have tried to demonstrate the relations between different characters through these arrow marks. I shall begin the discussion with Mr. Bennet. He is the owner of Bennet Estate. Mr. Bennet is a man gifted with intelligence, knowledge, and wit. He is also able to detach himself from the problems of his family. He is also able to realize the foolishness surrounding him in the family. But at the same time, he fails to understand that he is the cause of it because he is a failure as a father. The book Pride and Prejudice moves towards Mr. Bennet's self realization. At the last part of the book, when Lydia elopes with George Wickham, we find that Mr. Bennet realizes his failure, his responsibility for the failure of his children. But at the end of the book, we find that Mr. Bennet again resigns himself. He becomes indifferent to the problems of his family. Mrs. Bennet is the wife of Mr. Bennet, but she is completely mismatched with Mr. Bennet. Mrs. Bennet is foolish, empty headed, shallow, and silly. The only thought that is in the head of Mrs. Bennet is getting her daughters married. But Mrs. Bennet is not completely guilty because her husband has resigned from the duty as a head of the family. Her husband has resigned from the duty as a father. The next character is Jane Bennet. She is the eldest child of the family, and so she is Miss Bennet. Jane is very handsome, the most beautiful of the daughters of Bennet family, and Jane is also innocent. But Jane lacks the strength of character and the intelligence that Elizabeth has, and so Jane can be persuaded easily by Elizabeth because she lacks the strength of mind. Like Charles Bingley, whom she marries at the end of the novel. Like him, Jane is also very gentle and naive, and they can be persuaded by strong characters like Elizabeth and Darcy. Mary Bennet is the third daughter of the family. She is unsociable and bookish. She cannot establish normal relationship with other members of the family, and so Mary retreats to the world of books. Mary's conversation with other members of the family mainly consists of moralizing and stock response. The last two, Kitty and Lydia, are complete opposite of Mary. They are foolish, silly, empty-headed, and irresponsible. They are spoiled by their mother. Kitty is only 2 years older than Lydia, but both are equally fun-loving, and their life is devoted to ball dance, parties, dresses, gossips, flirtations, and that resulted in the elopement of Lydia. They are really empty-headed and irresponsible. So this is the family of Mr. Bennet. Then comes to the family of Bingley. The main two characters are Charles Bingley and Caroline Bingley. At the beginning of the novel, Charles Bingley comes to the village of Longbourn, that is where is the Bennet estate, to live in the Netherfield Park with his sister Caroline Bingley and his friend Fitzwilliam Darcy. Charles Bingley, as I have already said, is very sociable, friendly, and easygoing character. He mixes with others very easily, but he lacks the strength of mind and the depth of mind. And for that reason, he can be, or his decision can be easily changed. Caroline Bingley is the sister of Charles Bingley. She is haughty, arrogant, and shallow woman. She is conscious of status, social position. In the novel, we find that Caroline Bingley wants to marry Darcy, and she always tries to attract Darcy, and she hates Elizabeth because she realizes that Darcy likes Elizabeth. Then comes to the family of Fitzwilliam Darcy. Fitzwilliam Darcy is a representative of 18th century aristocracy. He is the owner of Pemberley Estate. He is extremely rich. The other member of his family is Georgiana Darcy, his sister. She is very shy but warm-hearted girl. Fitzwilliam Darcy's character is a round character. Round character means a character which develops with the development of the plot. Okay, so here only two characters, Elizabeth and Darcy, are round character. Others all are flat character. That means they remain same through the course of the novel. So in the first half of the book, first part of the book, Fitzwilliam Darcy appears proud, detached. Okay, but we must remember that in the first part of the book, we have no access to the thought of Darcy. Jane Austen has not told us about Darcy's thought, the thoughts that are going on in his mind. Rather, Darcy has been shown from the point of view of Elizabeth. And we also should remember that in the first part of the novel, Elizabeth is prejudiced. Elizabeth changes his views through the course of the novel. I shall discuss Elizabeth's character after Darcy. So Darcy develops with the course of the novel, and we find that Darcy realizes his mistakes. Darcy's main two problems are pride and prejudice. But Darcy gradually develops and he realizes his faults, his conceptions about Jane and Elizabeth, and then he accepts his guilt. So Darcy is a very sensitive man, he has strength of mind, and he is as intelligent as Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a round character. She is prejudiced at the beginning of the novel, but she is very witty, intelligent, and an independent woman. Her decisions cannot be changed by outward pressure. And Elizabeth has strength of mind. She loves to study others' characters, but she values feelings, heart over the head. And in the matter of marriage, her responses is in complete contrast with Charlotte Lucas, who is her friend. Then come to the Lucas family. Sir William Lucas and Lady Lucas came to live in the village of Meryton in their family estate Lucas Lodge. Sir William Lucas is a businessman. He has retired from his business, and Charlotte Lucas is their daughter. Charlotte Lucas is a good friend of Elizabeth, but their views about marriage is quite different. And Charlotte thinks that marriage has actually no pleasure. It is actually a bait for snaring, for hunting a man, which can give you money and security. And in the novel, we find that after rejecting Mr. Collins. Elizabeth rejects Mr. Collins, and then Charlotte Lucas marries Mr. Collins. She accepts Mr. Collins, though she does not love Mr. Collins. She marries Mr. Collins because of money and security. Then come to the next aristocratic character, Lady Catherine de Bourgh. He is aunt of Fitzwilliam Darcy. She has a daughter, Miss de Bourgh, who is sick, always sick, and Lady Catherine de Bourgh hopes that someday Darcy will marry her daughter. Lady Catherine de Bourgh is the owner of Rosing Park, and Lady Catherine de Bourgh is very arrogant, proud, conceited, and she dominates over Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins is cousin of Mr. Bennet. The family estate of Bennet is entailed to Mr. Collins. That means after the death of Mr. Bennet, Mr. Collins will inherit the Bennet estate. Mr. Collins is an immortal fool in English literature. He is pompous, conceited, and empty-headed. He is the rector of Hunsford Parsonage, which is within the Rosings Park estate. But Mr. Collins is not a devout Christian. Rather, he is a worldly rector. He is engrossed with money, property, social rank, position, and family connection. And he thinks that he is a very important man. Even Mr. Collins begins to think about marriage when Lady Catherine encourages him. He is such a fool, and within 2 days he proposes to Jane, then Elizabeth, and then Charlotte Lucas. Actually, he does not propose to Jane. He expresses his wish to Mrs. Bennet, who says Mr. Collins that Jane had some hope with Charles Bingley, and then immediately he shifts his attention to Elizabeth. When Elizabeth rejects him, he shifts his attention to Charlotte Lucas, who accepts him. Apart from these characters, there is one character, Colonel Fitzwilliam. Colonel Fitzwilliam is a very gentleman, very sober, and well-mannered. He is a cousin of Fitzwilliam Darcy. He likes Elizabeth, but he cannot marry her because he has to marry a woman with a property. The last character in our discussion is George Wickham, who is the scoundrel, the villain of the novel. But he is very charming, well-mannered, and good-looking man. He is a soldier. He, in the past, betrayed the trust of the old Darcy. That means the father of Fitzwilliam Darcy. And he also tried to woo Georgiana Darcy so that he could get the property of her. For some time, Elizabeth is also attracted to George Wickham's outward charm, but later she realizes her mistake when Darcy writes a letter to Elizabeth, and in that letter Darcy discloses the truth about George Wickham. In the ending, just before the ending of the novel, Wickham elopes with Lydia, and later he was bribed to marry by Darcy. So at the end of the novel, Wickham becomes the brother-in-law of Darcy and Elizabeth. So I think that if you can remember this chart or character map, it will definitely help you to remember the different names of the characters and the places associated with them, and you will be also able to remember the intricate plot of this novel. So I am concluding here. Thank you for watching.